And our very next topic, BC, I'm excited to talk about this one. I sent this one to you actually. Uh, this is one I'm really looking forward to for many reasons, and all of my conspiracy theorist friends are already talking about this. So, um, we have, us living in America, we all know about the JFK assassination. We all know, about the Dallas Drive and the convertible, and Oswald killed Kennedy, right? That's what we all know. Uh, However, there's still a lot of mystery surrounding the assassination of our once beloved president, right? Uh, One of the big rumors that's been circulating. I mean, I remember my dad telling me this rumor about JFK's ties with the mafia, with the mob, right? But now it seems like that we're actually getting to peel back the onion, peel back the layers of this onion, where it seems like David Mamet, two-time Oscar-nominated scribe and Pulitzer Prize-winning playwright, is actually going to be reworking a script for a movie called 2 Days / 1963. And so this movie is supposed to take place showcasing the 48 hours leading up to the JFK assassination. It's really interesting, especially the part where it was originally written by the great nephew of, I guess, the person that actually orchestrated this whole thing. So cool, man.
Momo Giancana.
Dude, this is nuts, man. I didn't think we was going to get this yesterday. This has everything of like a Godfather type vibe to me, if they do this correctly. I'm excited about this. BC, you're hearing this news. What is your thoughts about the 48 hours leading up to JFK's assassination movie, the 2 Days 1963? What are your thoughts?
Bruh, I'm so excited. Yeah, you know me. You know my gangster mentality.
Facts.
I am so excited for this. I cannot wait to see Momo Giancana out there. I love the idea that this leads up, like the 48 hours before. That's what I love about this. And I also love that the family of Sam is a part of this. His great nephew wrote the original script, and his daughter, Bonnie, will be a consultant and executive producer on it. So that's what really makes me excited about this. In 1957, I believe, Giancana became the boss of the Chicago outfit out there. So, this guy is a dude that helped JFK get elected.
Wow.
If you believe everything. Yeah. And then when JFK kind of turned on him, he apparently helped orchestrate him being taken out right here in Dallas, Texas. So I'm all about everything that this has to do. Like, I cannot wait for the casting. What bothers me is this is perfect for Joe Pesci.
It is.
But I don't think there's no way we get Pesci.
Do you know who I want to see in this movie?
Who?
And mainly because I think he's in The Offer. Is Miles Teller's in The Offer? I don't know why.
Have you finished The Offer yet?
I haven't even started The Offer.
Me neither. It's almost, I want a day that I could I was waiting so I can binge it, and now I just need a day away from work so I could binge the entire thing and then rewatch all The Godfather.
Facts, man. But this has every making of that to me, where when you read the article, he's talking about how he sat at the table. He was like sitting at the table and they talked about this, and he wrote this script and he gave it to like his aunt or something, and they're like, yo, you're 85% accurate. Like, I'll take that 85%. Let me see what you're talking about. And they're talking about it's going to be events that have not been talked about before. Which is really interesting, because I do know that, aren't we getting on to that time where the files are supposed to be released, or did that time pass? I can't remember the actual details of actual historical events.
That I don't know.
But it's really interesting nonetheless. This has been one of the biggest conspiracies in the course of our country's history, is what took place behind the JFK assassination. And even if this is totally made up, which I don't think it is.
Of course not.
It's definitely not. I am here for it, man. This is one of these movies that when you hear about it right now, it's like no one. I don't think anyone's going to talk about this. But when this movie comes out, it should be one of the movies that is taking over like the Oscar nominations. This is what it sounds like to me. It's one of these early Oscar type movies. If they do this well. BC, do you have any more thoughts about this? I mean,
dude, we need more gangster flicks.
We do.
I'm always on board for mobster. I want a new age Sopranos. You know, I want something new that we can keep. I really want a show, but we need more movies like this because this is a genre that it's used well when they use it, but they don't use it very often.
Right.
So I would love to go back to this world more and more and more. Mobsters, mafia, I love it. I can never get enough of it. I am constantly watching. I don't know if you watched Fear City, the documentary, the 3-episode documentary on Netflix about them taking down the mob and the racketeering charge. Oh, it was so good. I will watch documentaries. I'll read books. Anything involving the mob, I'm always on board for. So if this is coming, and this is not only involving the mob, but the assassination of JFK that happened here in death. My dad was in the audience, was at the parade.
Wow. Really?
My grandma took him out of school to take him down to the parade when the president was here.
That's crazy, bro. That's awesome. I mean, not awesome because I know that's like freaking traumatic as hell, but that's pretty cool to still say like, yo, I know someone who was there. Dude, this is super cool, man. I definitely want to see this. I'm definitely interested in it. I'm very curious though to hear your thoughts about the director choice. So the person that they tapped for the director seems to have been a playwright for the past 15 years. Also, he's been wanting to take on this project since he watched the other JFK movie that came out back in the 90s. He's been working on something for this nature. So this is something very personal to him. And him wanting to tell this story, which I think only adds to the anticipation that I'm having for this. BC, I mean, that's my thoughts on this. Do you have anything else?
I agree. It is an interesting choice. And at first I was like, why this guy? He's just doing plays. And then I start looking at him and going, oh, he's a Pulitzer Prize winning writer. That's pretty big.
It's not easy to do.
He did. And, you know, as far as the films he's done, I don't know a lot of them, but he did he was in charge of Wag the Dog. And I don't know if you remember Wag the Dog.
I heard about that.
Robert De Niro, Dustin Hoffman.
Yes. Okay. Now, yep, I remember. He directed that.
Good. Yes. Good film. And so immediately I went, okay, there's one I can connect him with. I like his style. I think this will work. And I'm right there with you. I think this is a very good possibility that we see Oscar contention with this film.
It's the only way to go. I mean, that's if I'm making this movie, that's what I'm going for. I'm going for stellar. This movie requires casting. I mean, top choice casting. So I expect to hear names kind of like a Miles Teller for this, or Robert Pattinson, or something like that. Some really good, talented actors. Maybe some young, some new talent I would like to see, but you definitely need some good talent in there. Joe Pesci, you brought that name up, would be great for this. Maybe De Niro steps into this. I don't know where you go with this. Unfortunately, help me, he just passed away from Goodfellas.
Ray Liotta.
Ray Liotta, he passed away because he would have crushed this. This is right up his lane. I'm excited for this. I'm excited for this. I'm excited for this. I'm excited for this. This is one of these movies that I would like to go see with my dad. You know, because he's gonna probably want to tell me in the theater all the conspiracies that he may have heard around this time. It's pretty awesome. So, guys, what do you guys think about this news about 2 days, 1963? Would love to hear your guys' thoughts. Comment down below and let us know as we move on to our very next topic.